not even a white bird shall fly over Africa. Sila, Rastafari. You know, there is war everywhere and we must have war, you know, but he is the mighty bomb trapper. Aye, Selassie, Rastafari. So I will continue, you know, with praises, and I go forward with the reading, you know, of the 25th Psalm of mighty King David. Give thanks in this period of thanksgiving in the wilderness. Holy Emmanuel, I Selassie, Rastafari, Psalm 25, a Psalm of David. Unto you, Lord, do I lift up my soul. My God, I trust in thee, let me not be ashamed. Let not mine enemies triumph over me. Yea, let none that wait on thee be ashamed. Let them be ashamed which transgress without cause. Show me thy ways, O Lord, teach me thy paths. Lead me in thy truth and teach me, for thou art the God of my salvation. On thee do I wait all the day. Holy Emmanuel, I Selassie, Rastafari. Since verse continues, Psalm 25, remember, O Lord, thy tender mercies and thy loving kindnesses, for they have been ever of old. Remember not the sins of my youth, nor my transgressions. According to thy mercy, remember thou me for thy goodness' sake, O Lord. Good and upright is the Lord, therefore will he teach Israel in the way. The meek will he guide in judgment, and the meek will he teach his way. All the paths of the Lord are mercy and truth unto such as keep his covenant and his testimonies. For thy name's sake, O Lord, pardon my iniquity, for it is great. Jehovah, Rastafari. What man is he that feareth the Lord? Question. Him shall he teach in the way that he shall choose. His soul shall dwell at ease, and his seed shall inherit the earth. The secret of the Lord is with them that fear him, and he will show them his covenant. Mine eyes are ever toward the Lord, for he shall pluck my feet out of the net. Freedom, God, Rastafari, Selassie, Rastafari. 16th verse. Turn thee unto me and have mercy upon me, for I am desolate and afflicted. The troubles of my heart are enlarged. Bring thou me out of my distresses. Look upon mine affliction and my pain, and forgive all my sins. Consider mine enemies, for they are many, and they hate me with cruel hatred. O keep my soul and deliver me, let me not be ashamed. For I put my trust in thee. Let integrity and uprightness preserve me. For I wait on thee, redeem Israel, O God, out of all his troubles. Honorim Adonai, God. Rastafari. Repeat the 22nd and ending verse from Psalm 25. Redeem Israel, O God, out of all his troubles. Our Redeemer is strong. Our host is his name, Selassie, Rastafari. For your patience and rapt attention, and I give from your skins the golden altar and the blessed congregation to rise. As here ended the chanting of the 24th Psalm chant and the reading of the 25th Psalm of mighty King David. 513 taken from the sacred songs and souls. 47 taken from the redemption song. O God, our help in ages past, our hope for years to come, our shelter from the stormy blast and our eternal hope. Under the shadow of thy throne, thy saints are blood secure. Sufficient is thy grace alone, is thy arm alone, and our defense is sure. Before the hills in order stood, our earth deceived to frame. From ever living thou art God to endless years the same. 1,000 ages in thy sight are like an evening gone, short as the watch that ends the night before the rising sun. Time like an ever-living ever-rolling stream bears all its sons away. We fly forgotten as a dream born of the opening day. O God, our help in ages past, our hope for years to come. Be thou our God, while life shall last, and our eternal hope. Holy Emmanuel, Selassie, Jah, Rastafari, angel in the air of this hour, heard them speak and write. And I do not know temptation, just the clap hands and eventually join to our court. In 513 taken from the sacred songs and souls, and 40 and 7 from the redemption song. My Lord, look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Oh God, our help in ages past. Oh
You're listening to Radio Anu, the international flavor, the universal spice.
I ain't no joke. I used to let the mic smoke. Now I slam it when I'm done and make sure it's broke. When I'm gone, no one gets on, cause I won't let nobody press up and mess up the scene I set. I like to stand in the crowd and watch the people wonder.
You're listening to Radio Anu, the international flavor, the universal spice.
Hello and welcome to another episode of India and Global Left. Today we have with us a very special guest, Dr. Jemima Pierre. Dr. Jemima Pierre is professor of global race in the Institute of Race, Gender, Sexuality and Social Justice at the University of British Columbia and a research associate at the Center for the Study of Race, Gender and Class at the University of Johannesburg, South Africa. Dr. Pierre, welcome to India and Global Left.
Thanks so much for having me.
I want to have you to not just discuss about why Haiti is in news, and we know every time Haiti is in news, there is a sinister underhand design on part of Western powers, but also to place Haiti in the long historical timeline. I think it's a good moment to take a look at that, since our textbooks exclude history of these regions, let alone our media, who never tells us anything about these regions. And I want to spend more time with slavery and what happens in the aftermath. But if you can very briefly tell us a little bit about the period since the landing of Christopher Columbus in the island. I mean, a lot is told about the technological prowess of the circumnavigation project, spirit of entrepreneurship, European superiority, and so on. But when one looks at the decimation of the indigenous people in the island, brutalization, import of disease, and so on, it's a different story. Can you just very quickly give us a brief of that?
Yeah, so Haiti is very much central to the history of the European colonization of the Western Hemisphere. They landed in Hispaniola, which is the island where Haiti shares the island with the country, the Dominican Republic. And so it's the decimation of the indigenous population by the Europeans, and then the need for labor to deal with all the resources and the riches that these lands had to offer. And so Haiti became one of the most lucrative colonies for the French. There was, infighting amongst the Europeans, of course, which has always been the case. But, the Spanish and the French both claimed the island, and then they decided to deal with they came up with a plan where they split the island in two, and the French took the western part and the Spanish took the eastern part. But what also that meant then was, so then you had French, so you have like the enslaving powers getting rich off of one another. So, at some point you had the Portuguese who led, and then the Danish, and then the Spanish, and then the French, over a couple hundred years, these are the people who take over, and then the British, right? But for France, Haiti became the richest colony for them, with a huge population of Africans. And the reason why it was so rich, and the reason why the population was so great, was because slavery was so brutal in the Caribbean and in particular Latin America, and the average lifespan of an African was 5 to 7 years. And so they felt that it was cheaper to keep bringing Africans than to actually, grow, have them reproduce themselves. Unlike, for example, like the US, which had more of a New World born African population, right? And so they kept bringing in these Africans. And by the time you get to the 1700s, you have the majority, these were huge plantations, the majority of the population were Africans, like the significance of race in the story goes before Haiti, right? I mean, like the enslavement, where you equate blackness and enslavement, which happened, right, by the 1800s, right? And then consolidated through racial science, right? The European races, the rise of anthropology, racial science, and so on and so forth. Before that, right? And those enslaved were not just Africans. It's only when you internationalize race, when you equate slavery, Africans and blackness and slavery, right? So you have that. But I do think it is important that to think about the fact that you had this black country defeat the most powerful set of countries in the world at the time and overthrow a system of enslavement that was normal and part of international law, right? And so, you know, Frederick Douglass had this great quote. It's just like, Haiti's black and the world has never forgiven Haiti for being black, right? And so, yes, race is very much a part of it. You know, one of the things that is so clear in like the continuation of the way that Haiti is treated by the world, right, is that you can see is the role of the Western media, right? So you can look at Western media representations of Haiti from the revolution to now and see the exact same tropes. And so you have, you know, the way that they represent the Haitian Revolution is like, these Haitians are killing all the whites, chopping off the heads, raping all the white women, and so on and so forth, right? It's like this kind of thing.
Standard
1921 justice.
Standard colonial and racist trope.
Right. But, you know, Haitians, you know, because they practice a particular kind of religion, the Haitians will do, you know, we even have the Vatican saying this, you know.
Yeah. When I begin with thanks to the presence, as always, glorifying the ghost and aghast, give thanks to the Father and Mother of creation. Of course, your presence is well appreciated as well. Welcome to the Tiger's Nest. Of course, this is a radio program that comes to you every Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, 7 p.m. sharp, Radio Anu. The international flavor, the universal spice. I am your humble servant for this evening, the Honorable